In 2023, I spent a lot of AP on killing Marauders and made this video. We opened 291 chests and I shared the results with you. And 1.5 years later, September 2024, I got exactly the same amount, 291 Kingdom Supply chests again. As you can see on your screen right now, when I started killing Marauders, I had exactly 402,000 action points. And I plan to spend them all. I thought it was possible because I saw a video from Omniarch months ago. A player did indeed spend 400,000 action points and in return got 1,000 Kingdom Supply chests. But I guess I was too stupid to think that I could have achieved the same. Not because of time, because I spent a lot of time killing Marauders, but because a lot of other factors. So in this video, first, we're going to discuss how you can get a lot more Kingdom Supply chests by spending the same amount of time. The second topic is going to be, should you even spend a lot of AP on Marauders? And on the next one, of course, we are going to open 291 Kingdom Supply chests and compare our results to the previous one, which was 1.5 years ago, and see if these Kingdom Supply chests are still giving almost the same amount of things or they got nerfed. Without further ado, let's go. Alright, first of all, why I only got 291 chests even though I spent a lot of time? And how can you get more? Now, reason number one is pretty obvious. My military technology is really bad. And what that means is I don't have a lot of attack. Like, I could have get a lot more attack from this technology tree. However, I don't have it max, so my attack is super low. When you're killing Marauders, there are two things: attack and march speed. Because let's be honest, they're not going to deal a lot of damage back. However, you want to kill them as fast as possible, so you want the maximum amount of attack. And of course, Marauders doesn't just stay as a group in a certain part of the map. So you need to move from a Marauder to another one. And for that, you need a lot of movement speed to do it faster. And yes, I don't have cartography 5 out of 5, which cost me 5% march speed. It is important, but what is more important is, if you take a look at my troops, as you can see, I only have 480k cavalry. Ideally, you want all 5 marches with cavalry units only, and this way your marches are going to move way faster when you kill a Marauder and moving to another one. But I didn't have it, so I had to use my infantry and archers as well, which did of course slow down the march speed of my marches massively. So number one, you want maximum attack. Number two, you want preferably all cavalry so that your marches move super fast. And of course, I guess I forgot to say it, but preferably you want to have T5, even though T5 units are going to be a little bit slower when they're moving compared to Tier 4. They deal way more damage, so you are going to kill Marauders a lot faster, which will compensate for the march speed. Now, even if you have Tier 5 units, all cavalry marches, 5 marches, right? There are other things that you should do. The first thing is that, of course, you want to apply an attack boost. There is a 10% version of this one, but I don't think it's necessary. 5% is going to be enough, and as you can see, I have almost 300 and I don't know what to do with. Number two, and I actually forget to do that a lot of the times, you need to scout a random city, a march that is gathering, whatever, so that you can activate War Frenzy. And what War Frenzy does, again, it increases your troop attack by another 3%. This might be low, but when they all combine together, all those attack bonuses, it's going to make a difference. And also you can check the holy size if there is an attack rune or a movement speed rune. I think both runes are great and both is going to serve the same purpose, farming Marauders in a short amount of time. I guess that's all when it comes to farming Marauders faster. And now let's discuss if you should do it in the first place. Marauders is, I think, the third best thing that you can spend your AP on. Number one is going to be chaining barbarians, the most efficient thing you can do in Rise of Kingdoms when it comes to spending your action points. If you don't know what is chaining barbarians, you basically attack a barbarian, you target it and spend action points, but then in your march you want preferably a circular AoE. It's going to be way easier. And what's going to happen is when you are hitting one barbarian, that AoE is going to hit the other one, and that barbarian is going to start attacking you. And since it started attacking you, you're going to attack it back, you're going to kill it, but since you didn't target it, you will actually not going to spend any action points. Let's see if we can demonstrate it with Alpha Flat. As you can see, there is the AoE damage and boom, we hit this barbarian. Now it's going to start attacking us. And after this one is dead, we are going to kill this one. But we didn't spend any action points to kill it. It just started attacking us when we deal the AoE damage to it. And when you find a place that is like filled with barbarians, you can, and if you have the AoE, like the circular AoE damage, you can chain 20, 30, 40 barbarians. And that is by far, as I said, the most efficient thing that you can do with your action points. The second thing I would say is Season of Conquest barbarians. And only after that, it is, I would say, the Marauders. Now, if that's the case, why did I even do it? Why did I spend, or I try to spend all my AP on Marauders, and should you? The reason why I did it was a specific thing, and I think you should only go for Marauders if you also have a special reason to go for them. For me, it was the upcoming Zenith of Power. There is a little chance that we might go for it. And since I had a lot of AP, I wanted to make use of my AP because from these Kingdom Supply chests, we will get gems, which we are going to spend for VIP 15, which is going to give us building and research speed. So technically, it's going to help us a lot for the upcoming Zenith of Power. And also, we're going to buy Book of Covenants with gems. So gems are so important for me right now. Number 2, it gives resources. And number 3, it gives speed ups. So Kingdom Supply Chests gives me exactly what I want. And since Zenith of Power is around the corner, I wanted to make use of my AP as much as I can. Obviously, I failed to spend them all. I barely spent like 100k, I would say. But simply, that was the reason. If we didn't have an upcoming Zenith of Power, I would probably just spend my daily action points and be okay with it. So I think there are 2 occasions that you should spend your action points on Marauders. Number 1, if you're in pre-season of Conquest, KVK 1, KVK 2, whatever, you can spend it. However, if you're in Season of Conquest, SOC Barbarians is, I think, way better. And number 2, if you are going to need resources, gems, and speed ups in the upcoming days for a specific event, and there is Marauders, then you can again go for them. But other than that, unless you are in a hurry, as I said, you should save majority of your AP for Season of Conquest Barbarians. Now, with that out of the way, let's take a look at our results from 291 chests from 1.5 years ago. And what we're going to do is I'm going to put a 5% margin of error, plus 5% and negative 5%. And ideally, if they didn't got nerfed, we should be able to get anything within that range. And if not, if the results are even lower than minus 5%, I would say Marauders got nerfed again. Alright, so these were the results from 2023. We got 65 million food, 56 wood, stone 34, 18 million gold. So these were the resources. Individual credits, 1.4 million. Speed up 70 days and 11 hours, so we can say 70.5 days. 23 epic materials, 6.3k gems. So these are going to be our ranges. We basically increase these results by 5% and also decrease them by 5% to have a range, because I think 5% margin of error is pretty decent. Now let's go back in game, open our all 291 chests and see what we're going to get. 291 chests, a lot of hours. Let's do it all at once. Boom. Let me go over them real quick so that if anything happens, if I accidentally click on confirm, we don't lose anything. We can just look back at the recording. Now, 25, 1.5 million food. We'll go back to our AK calculator and put it right here. So far it's 37.5 million. 69, 500k. Wow, that is 72 million. So we got a lot more food. Let's see if the other resources are going to be more or not. Let's put it on a spreadsheet. And since it's higher than the range, we are going to dye this cell to green. Now, food was 56 million. Let's see what we got. 500, we have 47. 16, 1.5 million. Okay, that is low. We got 47.5. And we are going to dye this to red. Let's move the stone. We got only 13 of this and also 59 of this. So 36.75. Going back to the spreadsheet. Okay, 36.75. So this is actually more than we got, huh? Moving on to the gold, 51 of this and 11 of this. So in total, we got 16.8. So if you go back to our spreadsheet, it is 16.8. So it's almost 17 million. I don't think it is a red, right? I don't think it's a red. I think it's a gray. So it is almost in the range. I think this is acceptable. Now, individual credits, it was 1.4 million. We have 354, 5,001, which is already almost 1.8 million. And we're going to add another 9,000. So the result is 1.78 million. As you can see, individual credits is green as well. Okay. Now, speed ups. This is obviously the most important one. Let's see. Only 3 days. Isn't that so bad? But we got 3 days. We got 1324, 37.8. and 69.3. 3, 13, 37, 69. Oh my days. It was 7.5 days. It's almost a half. I mean, I think we got our answer already, whether you should do Marauders or not. Oh my god. Let's take a look at the epic materials. We have 27 green letters, that is 1.5. We have 2 epic letters, 11 blue. We can say that is 3 more epics, 19 blue ebonies, 1 more from 20 green ebonies. We will of course skip animal bones. Let's take a look at iron ore. We got 2 epics, 1 more from greens, and let's round it to 5 from blue iron ores. So in total, we got 20.5 epic materials, which is again lower than the range. That is so bad. Okay, we don't really care that much about epic blueprint fragments or crystal keys. So let's take a look at gems as the final thing. We got 600 here. 2.4, that is 3k. That is 4.5, so in total that is 7.5. And we have extra 500 here, so it is 8,000. Surprisingly, that is green. Yes, we got more gems, more individual credits, more stone, more food. But if you take a look at what really matters, the speed ups, 43 days versus 70.5. I'm gonna double check it if I did something wrong. 3 days, and then we have 69 3 hours, 37 8 hours, and 13 24 hours. Boom! It's 42 days and 23 hours. Oh my God. Based on my results, let's go back to the spreadsheet again. With a 5% margin of error up and down, the speed ups that I got is shockingly low, and hands down the main thing that you are looking for from these kingdom supply chests is indeed speed ups. So I guess even if in near future I'll get the T5, I will max my technology, I'll have enough cavalry for 5 marches, I will never ever do Marauders. Yeah, scrap what I said at the second part of the video. I hope that you're watching this part as well. Don't do it. Yeah, don't. These speed ups, maybe I was just super unlucky, but I don't know. Like, even if I was super unlucky, I would say 55 days, 60 days, like something like that, right? But 43 compared to 7.5, I'm just gonna end the video.